Good morning, Professor. My name is Michael Payon. This will be my first project for junior seminar. Today I will be covering two of the education competencies, reading fluency and information literacy. Let us begin. Reading fluency. As per the syllabus, reading fluency involves the ability to read and understand primary and secondary sources. At the completion of the general education curriculum, students should be able to evaluate the explicit message of a text and its main supporting elements, explain possible implications of the text beyond its explicit message, evaluate text for significance and relevance, and analyze text structure or other textual features. This is an excerpt from my English 220 final. The question is about John Updike's short story called A&P. First, you must evaluate the text you are reading. You must understand what you are reading, or you're simply just looking at words. This is an evaluation of the text. Next, one must explain the possible implications of the text. In this story, why did Sammy, the main character, act and think the way he did? Further investigation of the text may reveal more. Significance and relevance can be brought to light by asking questions. Did Sammy do this to all females? Was Updike trying to say that all males act this way? Was this a story from Updike's own youth? Could a female relate to this story? If so, from which point of view? Finally, we can put this all together and analyze the story. This story was told solely from Sammy's point of view. Is this significant? Is it purposeful? Put yourself in Sammy's position. How would you act? How would you feel? These methods of delving deeper into the text demonstrate reading fluency. Applying them indicates that you are not just simply looking at words. Information literacy. Information literacy involves the ability to identify, retrieve, evaluate, organize, cite properly, and use a wide range of resources including print, graphic, and electronic for independent learning and practical problem solving. At the completion of the general education curriculum, students should be able to determine the nature and extent of the information required, select the most appropriate investigative methods or information retrieval systems for accessing the needed information, evaluate information and its sources critically, use information effectively to accomplish a specific purpose, and access and use information ethically and legally. This is an excerpt from my Math 115 final project. Math 115 involves the use of many formulas. The information you see on the slide is relevant to the class. It is applicable and it is appropriate. This information was retrieved from the Glenn Research Center via the NASA portal. Information retrieval was conducted via the internet. Further research was conducted via the United States Air Force technical manuals. Sources are important. The better the source, the better the impact. Although I have personally worked on aerospace vehicles for over 20 years, people are more inclined to believe information from accredited sources. In this case, both the Senator John Glenn Research Center and the National Aeronautics and Space Agency are excellent sources. You must have purpose for your work. In this case, we had to write a paper which explained the use of mathematics in our daily lives. Since this was an academic work, it had to be in alignment with the conditions of the assignment. Ethics and legality. In essence, we are talking about giving credit where credit is due. As you can see at the top of this page, I give credit to NASA. After all, NASA owns this information. NASA gives credit to its own internal agency, the Glenn Research Center. As you will see on the next slide, we must properly cite the work that is not our own. We cannot plagiarize. This is the list of works cited in my paper. The format of a citation may or may not be given to you. It is always best to use the same format throughout. Once again, it is important to note that you are using the citation to give proper credit. Also know that whomever reads your paper is going to check your sources. In this example, Wikipedia may not have been the best source for a technical paper. However, Navy Aviation technical publications seems appropriate, as does Bridgestone Tires when talking about tires, and NASA when talking about lift coefficient and aircraft engine fuel consumption. Mercy Online Library is an excellent source of information and has a built-in function to help you cite your work. Today we have covered both reading fluency and information literacy. Reading fluency is delving deeper into the written text, inserting and engaging yourself, thinking and feeling. It's not just looking at the words. Information literacy covers many aspects of properly writing your own paper. From the start of your idea, the collecting of information, the organization of that information, and then the citation of your information. Thank you.